Oh God, what episode is this?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't even bring up the show notes
I don't. Let's
document
just
yet.
say it's episode 301. Let's just say it. And even if it isn't, we'll just call it that.
Spartans, what is your profession? I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm gay.
What is that from?
From 300.
Oh,
Spartans, what is your profession? How?
oh
How?
yeah. No, they were
It's
gay.
episode 375, by the way.
Oh, what? Is it really?
Yeah. What did you think it was like closer to 300 than 400 or
I
something?
thought it was closer to 200. Good
Let's
lord.
just call the whole thing off. Let's start
You're
over.
right. You're right. Yeah, episode 1 of Two Fucking Faggots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. How you been? I've been
Well, we just
I'm
had
good.
Christmas.
Barely didn't really have one.
I had one. I've had the first good Christmas I've had in a long time. Not that my other Christmases were bad, but I was actually able to stay home with my girlfriend instead
No,
of
I mean I was too, but it's also like I'm used to seeing my family on Christmas, and also I took the entire week of Christmas off because I needed to use some PTO days because I had way too many
same.
going into 2021 that I don't think they let me carry all like 12 of them over.
My job was actually
Uh,
nice enough to allow us. I think I get 2 weeks off, 2.5 or something like that, and they were going to allow 12 days or something. But I was just like, I always take 2 weeks off at the end of the year, so I took off last week and this following week I took off.
I'd have taken off more days if it didn't seem like they were really desperate for operators because like I worked until the Saturday before Christmas. So I had off that Sunday, and then like that Monday, I wake up to a text like, "Hey, we got the go ahead that if you want to use the rest of your PTO days to get paid out or just carry them over, you can." So and then like Wednesday, I got another text from one of my other supervisors. It's like, "Hey, if you want to come in today, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Oh my fucking god!" I'm like, "I'm coming in Saturday." And he's like, "All right." So
They've been doing the same thing to Christina. She wasn't supposed to work tonight, but they
yeah,
asked her if she wanted to, and she's like, "Well, I guess I am." Because I was like, "You're not working tonight, right?" Because I actually remembered for once when she was working, and she said, "No, I'm actually going in." Because they asked just for one more Sunday, and I said, "Yeah, just for one more Sunday, and every Sunday from here to the end of time." So,
yeah, more or
yeah.
less.
I mean, I understand. I understand. You got to make money.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Well, let's
like
get. Let's not talk about too real shit.
no, I was gonna say I didn't really have Christmas because not only did I not go see my family, but also on the week that I was off, I just didn't have a fucking sleep schedule.
Oh.
So I just woke up at like 1 p.m. on Christmas. I'm like, hooray.
Yay.
And I've just been ordering everyone's Christmas presents through Amazon, which is fun. Which is really fun when you're like, here's your Christmas present, babe. Oh, you already know what it is because you looked at the Amazon. Okay, well, enjoy your Dungeons and Dragons cookbook, you faggot.
Oh. No, I never really. I don't
Um,
really celebrate Christmas like that. Like see family and stuff. I usually would either tag along with Christina, or I would just stay home.
oh,
So
I usually do. I like to go see my family,
Like the good old days after 9/11.
but that's
it was good old days before 9/11.
it was both. It was. I'm gonna have to change it so it's
Like the good old days after.
coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
Uh, yeah.
There's a. Oh God, I didn't want to bring this up, but I think I said since you mentioned it. I didn't watch the whole episode yet, but Mega 64's Mega 60 Quarantine or whatever the fuck that
Oh,
show's called. So like
what
I
the?
haven't watched it for months because it's just they never go
Okay.
out anymore. They never have
Yeah.
anything to actually talk about, and it I don't want to say I don't like them anymore, but they are the people at Mega 64 are completely uninteresting when they don't actually do anything.
Right.
So, it's just repeating themselves talking about fucking food, which is always what I hated anyway.
So it's you and me.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not. Look, they're still leagues better than us, far better than us. But since they live in California, the worst state in the union.
Yes.
They're under lock and key, and apparently, Rocco tested positive for the
Uh huh.
Rona, and
Yeah.
but it was probably a false positive. But out of everybody, that meant that Sean had to sequester himself in the garage. In the garage. He self-quarantined himself in the fucking garage because that guy needs to get
where
a
they
goddamn...
normally record, or...
They haven't been recording they've been going to like their new office building, but like they'll be in different rooms and have like blue screen set up, which is kind of cool. Obviously, in a positive note, in a positive note, it's actually kind of neat how they've been doing it because it looks like they're all in the same room and doesn't look like they're doing calls, which is cool.
Okay,
but Sean needs to get a fucking grip on his life because he is like, and speaking from personal experience of suffering from stress, suffering from anxiety. This guy fucking needs to get on something. Because I understand having a family and not wanting to expose them to something that may or may not be real, because I don't know anymore.
I'll say it until this thing is over. It's real. It's not that dangerous or bad.
Yeah. But
unless you have pre-existing health conditions. Again, dude, because I'm driving myself crazy thinking about this shit at work because my sisters are like, because my one sister lives in New York City and she's like, well, we had everything all locked down and everything. We got a handle on it. But now, because no one else took it seriously, we got to lock down again. And I'm just sitting there like, you motherfucker, that's not how it works. You're in a major metropolitan population center. Of course it's worse where you are.
Yeah. But just the fucking idea that he's going to lock himself in his garage for two weeks. I'm just like, dude, get a fucking grip.
Yeah,
get a fucking grip. Like he's been losing his mind since fucking March, and I just feel bad for the fucking guy. But it makes it also it makes it not very fun to watch either because they're just constantly talking about how he's freaking out and how Derek.
Is that why they had the trolling video with the Tony Hawk thing?
No, I don't think so. Actually, that was funny when they actually make. I shouldn't talk too much shit because I do try to keep the show. I try to keep it positive vibes. But did you watch their Evangelion?
Yeah,
video?
I loved it.
That was awesome. That was fucking great. Especially Garrett. Yeah. Garrett still remains the purest of all of them, and he's still awesome.
Who the fuck did Garrett play in that again? Kawaru?
Yeah, Kawaru. Fucking awesome.
Yeah, that show was great. I saw that. I guess they're doing an end of Evangelion one too.
I hope so. God, that'd be so great. I hope we still get a Todd and Aaron, even if that means that Sean and Rocco die of the COVID, because fucking Todd and Aaron for year 2020, if they don't make that, I'm going to be so sad. Because this year deserves a Todd and Aaron.
Fucking Ether's a big Mega 64 fan, so the one night we were on Discord, I was just streaming all the Todd and Aarons. Or at least like a good chunk of them. We went back to the original like 2008 one where it's like IGN's going to let the viewers do their own top 10 or whatever. And that's why there's that fucking picture of Derek at the end of every single one of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's why that's there. I completely forgot. But yeah, like just going through some of them, I'm like, God, that's some funny shit.
I love how they try to pretend that those are characters and they don't actually believe the things they say. I'm like, yeah, but that's coming from somewhere. Like, you can't just make that shit up.
No, but it's like, it's just a way to portray the biggest fucking douchebags in the video game industry circa 2009.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
But like, those people still do exist. Like,
yeah, and they're great. They're the best among us.
God,
now.
Call of Duty World War II. Why didn't they think of this before? Yeah, no, those are great.
Did you see that post about? Oh yeah, I think it was actually in our secret alt-right Twitter
Christian
group.
Twitter group, yeah.
The how early 2000s video game advertising was just, hey, we got tits and ass and maybe good gameplay.
Yeah, because it was Blood Rain.
Yeah, Blood Rain, baby. I nearly bought the remastered version of those games, but then I stopped myself. And instead,
years ago, I bought 1 and 2 on Steam, and I still haven't actually ever booted them up. But at least those upgrades are free. Since I own them,
all I know that's going to happen is I'm going to end up coming and then not play the game anymore because I have both games. I never played the first. Well, actually, I have it because Christina had the first one, and I've had the second one. I bought it a long time ago, and it sucks. But she's so fucking hot.
Yeah,
but
get
the
it because she's
sticks.
A vampire.
No, yeah.
Didn't we also say that like that Way Forward Blood Rain game was like probably the worst Way Forward game? And even then, isn't it still halfway decent?
It's just too damn hard.
Right.
Well, that's the thing. I suck at video games, so I couldn't tell if I sucked at it or if it was just too hard.
Fucking my buddy Zach from Nude Clan, I fucking told him about Double Dragon Neon because he was playing Streets of Rage 4, and he's like, ooh, Dominatrix chicks. I'm like, there's Dominatrix chicks in Double Dragon Neon. He's like, what's that? I'm like, oh boy, do I have some shit to show you.
Did I dream it? I'm sorry, did I dream it, or are they making a second one of that?
I think you dreamt that, but This is like a month and a half ago. I tell him about it. He buys it on Steam. Then he buys it for me on Steam. And then like a week later, they're like, "Oh, and it's coming to Switch," and we're like, "Fuck!"
Oh, you got flap slappered.
Yeah. Well, he said he wants to get it on Switch because he doesn't like playing it on PC, and I'm like, "What, do you not have an Xbox controller? Are you fucking poor?" I guess he doesn't, but
You can use a PS4 controller. You just hook it up straight up
sure
with
you
the
can.
USB.
I'm sure you can.
I
I
didn't
think
know
that's
that either.
exactly
My
what I
friend
told
told me
him.
about that. I was like, oh fuck, I could just use this controller and not have to like download firmware.
Fucking big picture mode allows you to use that and the Switch Pro controller now as well.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. I got Breath of the Wild again because I hadn't had it for a while. Because I bought it when it came out. I bought it on Wii U because I didn't have a Switch.
Yeah, me too.
Then I promptly beat it and then eventually returned it, going, "I'll double dip eventually on Switch," and then I just didn't until recently. I think it was on sale, and I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm getting this with the expansion pass." I'm kind of itching to play it again.
How much actually was it on sale? Like 35?
No, it was the game with the expansion pass for like the price that the game, like $60, like how much it would normally be.
Oh,
So
I see.
I effectively saved like $20, but that'll be nice to play again. I also ordered a taiko drum finally for my Switch, but that's not coming until like January or February, whenever the fuck Amazon decides to update.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess the
but,
only other game I'm looking forward to is No More Heroes 3.
Yeah. No, I am too. And I guess it got leaked that No More Heroes 1 and 2 are getting ported to Switch, or at least the ESRB rating appeared for it. Or no, not Switch. PC.
Oh, I was about to say, I was like, they are on Switch. What are you talking
No,
about?
they're on Switch. No, they're apparently coming to PC, or at least that's the rumor, based on a ESRB leak. But that'll be cool because I already have Killer 7 on PC, so it'll be nice to sort of complete the collection, as it were. Although I guess I got to get fucking Silver 25 or whatever it's called.
Oh, Silver Case.
Yeah, but aren't they like re-releasing it with the 25th Ward?
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know enough about Suda's games to fucking know that shit. And all they got to do is just make it so that Lollipop Chainsaw and Shadows of the Damned aren't fucking stuck on PS3 and Xbox 360 forever.
Yeah, although
If they
those
put
are
them
probably
on PC, I'd buy them again. They're not even that great, but like,
no.
I still love them.
Yeah, I mean, it still has its humor. I just don't like the gameplay. Although, I mean, well, the thing is about his games is that none of them play well, except for No More Heroes. But like,
And even then,
But I don't play his games because I like the gameplay. I play his games because he's just a wacko, and I love him.
Well, I played through a little bit of Killer 7 when I got it on Steam recently, and I was thinking to myself, like, this is how you do a political game without making it like an overbearing fuckfest like Last of Us 2 or half the indie games out there. Because that is very much a politically charged game in a weird way.
Did it come out like, after 9/11? I guess it must have. Yeah. 2003
or 2004, I want to say. But that is like a politically themed game, just very subtle, and it's like, you care more about, look at all the wacky bullshit going on, as opposed to like the geopolitical underbelly of the story going on. So I'm like, this is how they should do it, instead of getting a fucking chick that looks like Brock Lesnar to beat up the only character from the first game that anyone liked.
Yeah, at least we got good memes out of it.
we didn't even do an episode, so I didn't even talk about the Game Awards. They were bad. They were like objectively bad. Like, I know they're always bad, but like they were bad. Like, I wasn't even entertained this year. I was just sitting there going like, okay.
I didn't watch it. I mean, I just knew that. Right. I mean, I just looked to see what games were announced and didn't care about any of them. And
dude, nothing was announced. That was even worse. Like, I was forgetting those trailers like a half an hour after I saw them. That's how nothing everything got announced was, unless you care about like Corey's playing Ark right now, so like, woohoo, Ark 2 starring Vin Diesel, which looked like utter dog shit.
Yeah, what the fuck? That looked so
No, because like
weird.
Vin Diesel's got a fucking company that like he uses to fund all his shit. That's why they keep making fucking Riddick movies, and that's probably how they got that game Wheelman or whatever the fuck it was called that he was in.
Kate and I were actually talking about why you were watching them if you were so pissed, because I wasn't watching them, but I saw your like play-by-play. It was like me with E3 like 5 years ago.
Because I gotta. It's a fucking train wreck, and like half the time, I'm just watching them for the game reveals. But even this year is like, geez, Louise, there is nothing going on. There were like 2 things announced that I was even remotely interested in, and I don't even remember what one of them was right now.
Yeah,
like, dude, like it was so bad. I mean, like, props to them for putting on the show in the middle of all, because it was just Jeff Keighley standing in a fucking room by himself, and they would bring up a hologram in the background to like have a Zoom call with all the the people to accept their awards.
Miss Marvel or whatever her name is.
Is that who that was?
Bria, whatever the fuck her name
Okay,
is.
because I saw her and I'm sitting there going like I didn't hear who that was, and I'm just looking at I'm like, who is this bitch?
Yeah,
Why is she
it's
talking?
that bitch who.
I should have figured that was Brie
I mean,
Larson.
why wouldn't you choose her? You know, the woman who actively hates men.
No, I know, but like I literally didn't even recognize her when that was happening. It's only now that you're saying that was Captain Marvel. I'm like,
Oh
oh,
yeah, I meant to say Captain
that's
Marvel.
who that was.
Yeah, Miss Marvel is somebody
And I've
else.
seen Scott Pilgrim like 100 fucking times, and she's in that. So it's like, it's not like I don't know what she looks like. Yeah, fucking, it was bad. And like the only thing that legitimately made me laugh was like for all the times they had someone from Naughty Dog come in to like give a speech, and it was very clearly something they had pre-written because they knew they were gonna win.
Yeah.
When they announced that No Man's Sky won like best ongoing game or whatever, you could see like fucking Sean, whatever his name was like taking a drink in the middle of it. And he was like, "Oh fuck!" Like, I mean, rightfully so. Everyone's shit on that game for years, but apparently they totally turned that thing around, and it's like worth playing now.
Yeah,
So
that's
good on that.
my one friend said he's like, dude, you gotta play no woman's sky.
No more Skyers.
Yeah, and I'm like, what? what are you talking about? He's
No,
like,
fucking watch Internet Historian's video.
no,
on
I
that
did,
game.
I
Like,
did. Or I watched
yeah.
somebody's video about how it got turned around. That's why I really hope that happens with Cyberpunk 2077. Even though I don't have any interest in that game, I can.
Well, I played like an hour of it.
So
It's fine.
you have it, right?
Yeah, for PC. I got the new PC. I might as well.
Yeah.
It's fine. I only played like an hour. I only played like the first real mission of, I guess it would be like the Corpo life path, but like it's fine. There was like one instance where I was in my character's apartment and I looked in the mirror and for some reason she didn't have any pants on, just completely full vag out. And then like
You
got out
didn't
of
give
the
your
mirror.
character a dick? What are you, a bigot?
And then I got out of the mirror view and I looked down and I was wearing pants. So for some reason the mirror was horny.
Oh.
But that's it.
That's the thing. Like,
Granted, I have not been playing it nearly as much as everybody else has.
Yeah.
I'm trying to finish Death Stranding first. But
Christine and I have just been watching 2-hour-long compilations of the glitches that happen, just laughing our asses off.
I mean, look. Okay. Do people forget that this company has put out exactly one game that is objectively good?
I thought they came out with 3 Witcher games.
Yeah, but most people don't talk about 1 and 2. When's the last time you heard anyone talk about Witcher 1 or 2?
All right, fair.
Exactly. They've only come out with like one game that everyone considers like objectively great. So like when they come out with this Eurojank shit, I'm like, I don't know, they're a Polish developer. This seems par for the course. Wasn't The Witcher 3 super fucking glitchy when it first came out too?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't remember. It was like too long ago. But I mean, look, if Fallout New Vegas can come out as glitchy as it did and end up fine, this will be fine eventually.
Well, that's what I mean.
I don't know
Like,
why everyone's making such a big stink out of it.
because it's hilarious.
No, I mean it is, but it's also like I don't know. I'm personally more mad at CD Projekt Red for the whole thing where GOG is not going to be selling that Chinese horror game now. Did you hear about that shit?
Yeah, I heard about it. I don't know.
Which is like
China
I
is
didn't-
taking over this country from the inside out anyway, so you might as well
No,
get on the
no.
fucking board, get on the train and fucking.
No, but it's so fucking disappointing.
I
It's
know.
just like, yo, I didn't even really want to play that game, but now I'm like mad that like a company can just decide that this game is not going to exist in any form, and it's like that's extremely troubling. Okay,
Oh, that's China,
I know.
supposedly. Who knows?
My friends
Like I
are all
said,
like,
I learned. I don't live in China, so I don't know what's going on over there. They could be doing fantastic. I have no idea.
I wish I had a Chinese sound effect.
Oh,
I had the gong.
gong.
I implore you to reconsider.
Fucking. I guess this could apply to China in a couple of years.
I'm not gonna stand here and listen to you badmouth the greatest democracy the world has ever known.
Fucking.
There you go.
God. Yeah, like my fucking friends yesterday were like, "Oh, you want to hang out?" And Corey's like, "Oh, Mitch has overtime." And then like they're like, "Oh, boo," because like I came home and I'm like, "I'm too tired. I don't want to hang out." And they're like, "Oh, boo," and I'm like, "Sorry guys, blame glorious leader Xi Jinping. He's the reason I'm doing so much fucking OT."
Oh man.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, the paychecks are fine, so that's fine. That's nice. I just hope that come March I still have a job.
No, you'll just become a slave.
I know I'm already a slave. I'm already part of the great new slave class. Let me tell you, it's fucking dope. Yeah, I'm tired of shit all the time. I don't have any free time for myself, and
Yes,
they got
but
me
are
on
your
SSRI,
basic
so I can't even complain about it.
but are your basic needs met?
Yeah,
Well, then there you
they
go.
give
Stop
me.
complaining.
I'm in my little wage cage. They feed me a bunch of bug paste, and they feed me SSRIs so that I don't want to kill myself, just enough
Well, see, look, that's all you need.
that I can remain useful.
You don't need any kind of mental what's that? Fulfillment. You don't need
I don't
any-
need any sort of self-actualization.
No, you don't. You don't. Why? Animals don't have that.
It's fucking God. It's so annoying.
Anyway, I've been playing Fallout New Vegas, and I like it.
Last year my Christmas bonus was like $1,500. This year it's a $25 prepaid gift card, and I'm even thankful that I was able to get that.
Ooh, ouch. Oof.
Because like the company's probably hurting. I don't blame them. It sucked. Like they had layoffs back in the summer. Thankfully I dodged that, but it's just like, bro, like
Just become. Look, we need another worker uprising.
It's not no. No, what we need is for people to stop doing this lockdown bullshit. But unfortunately, I live in a fucking state run by a faggot kike, so it's fucking not gonna happen.
Get with the program.
Yeah, I should just get with the program. I should subscribe to Disney Plus and watch Soul by Disney Pixar.
I was
I
thinking
think
about
it's
watching
good.
it.
I don't care. I don't have Disney Plus.
I mean, I think it looks like shit, and I was gonna watch it anyway.
Pixar hasn't made a good movie in a fucking decade.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, that's a lie. Coco is good.
Oh, I didn't watch Coco. That
No,
did look good.
Coco's great. So that was a lie. But most of their God. You can cut this out if you want, but I'm gonna be the video editor / like part of the crew for Nude Clan coming up because they're gonna restructure so they're not just doing like a podcast anymore. They're gonna be like more YouTube focused.
Why would I need to cut that out?
I don't know. I was just gonna tell you in private, but I was fucking editing together the clips of me where we were playing Rocket League the one night, and I just kept going, "My name's Merda, and my pussy stinks so bad that my dad's got to live in a separate castle." And just a bunch of bullshit like that.
Is that from what's that movie called?
Brave.
I liked Brave. I thought it was cute.
Well, I mean, not physically cute, because I drew a bunch of pictures of Merida to put in the video, and boy howdy, did they make a potato-headed, frizzy-haired bitch in that movie.
Well, she's like a child.
No, she's not. She's a strong, independent woman.
Oh, whatever. What I loved about the movie the most was how, in the end, women are only really good for seamstresses.
Yes. Hold on. I'm gonna send you these pictures of Merida because I'm very proud of them.
Sure. I thought that was a little. I gotta admit, I thought that was a little odd because I was like, she's like kind of ass kicking, and at the end, she has to sew a thing back to go. Fuck. Is that Kate?
Yeah, it's Kate. Took a lot of inspiration from Kate.
I liked it, but I didn't think it was great. But I liked it. I thought it was fine.
I mean, I even say in the video, I'm like, I hate that fucking movie, and I don't even know why. It's not even a bad movie. I just hate her dumb football head.
Oh, that one's kind of hot.
I used an actual screenshot from the movie for that one.
Yeah. Oh, it's Stewie. Oh God. Football head. God damn it, you football head. Oh fuck. God, you really went all out.
Dude, I hate this fucking character so much.
I did watch not all of, but some of Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah, how was that? Because I'm hearing a lot of mixed things depending on what
here's the
political beliefs people have.
I don't give a fuck about any of that, first of all. I feel about the movie is, I think they did a great job of actually making her heroic. Like a heroic person. Because she actually, does...
the first one, too. I like the first one.
Fuck the first one.
What? Okay, why?
Because it's boring as shit. I fell asleep. I missed the whole middle of that.
But she fucks Chris Pine.
So what? That's disgusting. That movie sucks. So, because we watched it a day or two before World War 84 was going to come out, and I was just like, I watched the first 30 minutes and I was just like, fuck this, and I just fell asleep on the couch. And I woke up for the last half hour. I was like, man, fuck this. It was bad. Granted, I didn't watch it.
You didn't see the one cool scene where she was walking through no man's land in World War I?
That's what I heard. That's exactly what Christina said, too. She's like, well, there was one cool part. And I was like, what, the fucking trench scene? Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, that is cool.
Anyway, I I skipped the first 10 minutes of the new movie because it's just her as a child, and that's probably the worst thing about those two movies is the child Wonder Woman. I don't give a goddamn.
But they need you to know that she, in
Used to be a
fact,
child.
wasn't. She wasn't always a super powerful, insane person.
I don't care. So but then the action scene in the very beginning is funny. It's cool because it's like she's kind of. They don't show her all the way, like they don't show her face or nothing like. But she's like kind of running through and like saving people as she's running towards like a robbery that's happening. And it felt very, Superman, the movie, the 78 or 79.
Yeah, you were saying how it kind of feels like the Christopher Reeve Superman.
Because she's actually doing things. Like she's not like, they're not telling you she's a hero while she's like killing people. Or whatever. And she actually doesn't kill anybody in this movie, which was nice.
On the same token, and I'll give credit to the child thing. At least they show that she just didn't start perfect. Like she kind of came from somewhere. Unlike unlike Captain Marvel, Star Wars, Mulan.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Mulan chose her as a kid, but she was perfect even as a kid. So who fucking cares?
Fuck that Chinese propaganda movie. So
dude, seriously.
I'll never watch.
They filmed that near they filmed that near the Uyghur concentration camp, right?
What? Oh, where all the Muslims are?
Yeah, they literally specifically in the special thank the fucking Uyghur Muslim Correction Center or whatever the fucking
Yikes.
Wuhan or something.
So anyway,
yeah.
So then the action scene was over. I was like, wow, that was actually really well done. Now for some reason the CG in the movie is really fucking bad. I don't know why, but it's awful. And her lasso looks like something out of Roger Rabbit. But it's okay because it's like colorful. It's not drab. So it's fun. And then for the next hour, it's nothing but dialogue. And I just skipped. I tried watching it, and then that Saturday Night Live Ghostbusters chick shows up, and I have a feeling they told her.
One? The one that actually looks like a chick.
I don't know her fucking name, and I couldn't care less. It's the one she's playing Tigress in this movie. You know her.
The blonde one, yeah. I know.
So she, I have a feeling they told her like, oh, you're funny, just ad lib, and it's so awful.
Oh, you mean like they did for Goosebumps or
Ghostbusters? So it wasn't. It's not just her because we're watching it, and I'm like, all right, yeah, whatever. She's unfunny, but she's supposed to be, I guess. She's awkward and cringy, fine. And then Pedro Pascal shows up, and he's great. He's over the top, bad guy. It's awesome. But then he's doing goofy shit with her too. And I'm like, oh no.
Do you think they took too much from the success of Shazam?
I don't think they took enough.
Oh, okay.
Because Shazam never felt goofy to me. What?
Wasn't Shazam like a less serious movie? Like it wasn't more of a goofball comedy? I didn't see it.
No, it was. It was not as serious, but it didn't feel ad-libbed. It felt like every line had a purpose.
Right, but I'm saying maybe they took the wrong fucking idea.
Yeah, they took the wrong stuff.
I'm sure they were like, oh, Shazam did well. And you know what other superhero movie did well that was pretty much ad-lib was fucking Deadpool.
Yeah, so, no, that's definitely... I'm sure that's what happened. But anyway, I couldn't stand that anymore, so I started fast-forwarding through it all to get to the next action
the idea of you watching a movie and you're just screaming, I can't stand it anymore!
So an hour and 15 minutes in, there's another action scene, and it was great. It was awesome. The only complaint I had was that if only they had actually gotten a woman that was like muscular, because there's this scene. I'm not saying I would kick her out of bed.
To play Wonder Woman?
Yeah, to play Wonder Woman. I'm not saying I would kick her out of bed or anything. She's great. And
no, Gal Gadot is smoking.
But there's this action scene. She's about to get crushed between two like military vehicles, and she basically squats, leg presses the other vehicle away. And I'm like, man, that'd be really cool if you saw like her fucking, her thighs rippling. She's pushing. It's
cool if you could see one of her labia pop out of.
Oh yeah, you just see her clitty fucking just shooting out of her fucking skirt. But it's just it started a conversation with my friend and I. How I was saying if you're a guy in a superhero movie, you have to be put on horse steroids for 3 months straight. And you have to work out till you're the size of a house. But women, it's like, you're thin.
Look, Matt, It's not my fault that the people in Hollywood have at least a little sense to not have the inflamed frontal lobe that causes you to like women that look like She-Hulk or Abby from The Last of Us 2,
Look, I'm just saying, if all I wanted was some thick thighs. That's not weird. I just wanted some thick thighs. So she's actually, out of everything, she actually has some pretty nice traps. She's got some nice shoulders. Anyway.
That's good.
Yeah, but but the action was cool. Then there was more talking. And then I skipped to the end. And without even really, you don't really need to know a lot of the plot. Like, you kind of get it. You know what's going on. And at the end, I pretty much watched the last half hour of it. And I even felt a little emotional. What happened? I won't give it away. But what happened at the end? I was like, I didn't even watch this whole movie, and this ending's making me feel a little emotional. I was like, this.
I saw something that said that movie didn't go so much for like making sense as much as it did like hitting emotional highs. I forgot what the fuck the tweet said.
What I think is this movie did a hell of a lot better job of the trope "love conquers all" than the first movie. Because when I watched the end of that movie, it was like, hey, baby, love will stop the war. But you know what? They put the original Wonder Woman show on HBO Go, and I never saw that show, and I watched the beginning of it. Actually, it's not too bad.
What is that from?
The 60s.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's what's her name? I forget her name. Linda Carter.
Yeah.
The theme song is the plot of the first movie. And the show takes place in during World War II. Now, I don't know if the whole show does, but at least the first few episodes does. And it's like, if you listen to the theme song, it's the plot of that movie. I'm like, oh, okay. But this new one, no, you know what? Pedro Pascal, I mean, fucking after watching the second season of Mandalorian, which I had some ups and downs with that fucking show, because I was like, I was really hating it for like the middle of it for like a couple episodes, and then they really pulled through. And I love that season now. But that Pedro guy's pretty good. He's great as the bad guy, because, you know, he's actually not, he's a bad guy, but he actually has some depth to him. Now, again, it's as much depth as you're going to get from a fucking comic book movie, but at least it's there. At least they tried. I feel like they actually tried with this movie. It doesn't feel like a fucking cash grab, personally. And I didn't even watch the whole goddamn thing. Maybe that's what's working for the movie, is I didn't watch the whole thing. But I think I will. Actually, watching enough of it and watching the end of it actually made me want to at least play Animal Crossing and watch the whole thing. I've been watching Young Justice, which is a better show than the movie. Which they had a new season in 2019 that I couldn't watch because it was on Warner Brothers DC's proprietary streaming service that they then got folded into HBO Go. Now I can actually watch it.
Yeah.
And I was terrified to watch it because it's a show that was written in the Now Times, and I really didn't want to know how the hell they were going to go about that. But it's the same writers as the original two seasons from 2011, so
yeah.
It's actually still pretty good. And I love how they bring in kind of real world things that happen, but they call them metahumans, people with superpowers. There's metahuman child trafficking, or child trafficking to turn kids into metahumans. And Garfield, who's Beast Boy, he's now a celebrity. He's on a sci-fi show.
Oh, okay.
Science fiction, like Star Trek show, and they have an interview with him where he's basically being that douchebag celebrity talking about current issues and spouting off like slogans and stuff. I was like, okay,
yeah,
like, this could
bringing nothing to the table.
Yeah, like if this, because he's an actual superhero, like if he could actually be helping, and he's not. Like if anybody else was writing the show, if this was by anybody else, that would have been done really badly or poorly or whatever. But I was like, oh, I get it. This is actually really good. So if anybody has HBO Go or has a way of watching Young Justice, I extremely recommend that show. I didn't finish the third season yet, but the first two seasons have been around for a long time, and they're still very good. Because it's not exactly like it's a young adult sort of show, but it feels it's plots that feel more in line with Justice League and Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah.
Now there is some. I mean, it's a show full of teenagers, so if there's some love triangle shit and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't happen. It's not so bad that it like kind of like like I wanted to skip episodes. Like they just kind of touch upon it, and it'll have like actual impact on things that are happening during the show. Another show I've been watching that actually I like a lot so far is Stargirl, the CW HBO show.
Stargirl
is, I knew her character because of the Justice League Unlimited show, she has a big robot buddy who isn't actually a big robot buddy. It's a guy in a suit, and it's fuck, I can't think of, I gotta look up his name again. Because he's like this comedian actor who's always in a lot of weirdo like kegger movies.
Seth Rogen.
No, fuck, no. No, it's Luke Wilson.
Let me look that up.
You'll know him when you see his face.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So Stargirl is like, it's definitely, I mean, it's definitely kind of a show for, I think it's a show for anybody, but, I'm sure little girls.
Things made for little girls.
Yeah, I do. I do, though. That's the thing. So, but it's like, it starts out kind of cookie cutter with the, Luke Wilson marries her mother, Amy Smart. They move. He's got a son. She's got a daughter. The daughter, Breck Bassinger, is going to become Stargirl. They move to a small town where the mother grew up. She's moved away from her friends. She's bitchy. She doesn't like her stepfather. All this kind of stuff. But they don't spend 17 fucking episodes on it like a lot of these prestige shows do. They spend 30 minutes on it, if that, until she finds the staff or whatever it's called, and then gets Starman's powers. That's why she's Stargirl.
Right.
And it's like a better Smallville, if you ever watched that.
I never really watched it. I know what the deal is.
I liked Smallville like for 3 seasons, but that show just went on for too long, and it was like,
you're like, when are they gonna fuck?
No, that was the problem. There was too much fucking.
Oh,
Now this character being 15 or whatever she is, I really hope they don't do that.
Yeah, but it's Hollywood, so they will.
It's true. That's true. Anyway, I've watched about 2 or 3 episodes of it so far, and I actually really like it. I recommend it to anybody who likes who would like a more lighthearted yet there's serious stakes involved, but it has more levity than say another DC show. Like that Teen Titans show, which I wanted to like and almost liked, and then they went too far with a lot of the like gritty realism, and I'm like, oh, this isn't fun. I don't want to watch this.
I just wish DC would pick a fucking lane.
I don't want them to pick a lane. I think I like that they have different tones.
Actually, no, you're right. You're right. I'd rather some shit be edgelordy while some is just kind of goofy. Whereas
some
Marvel
people, I mean, like
the
you
same
talk
fucking gray slop, like the same gray Joss Whedon flavored slop they've been feeding us for a decade.
Because like it was like Justice League Dark or whatever. Like I absolutely fucking hated it, or like that Harley Quinn movie, fucking hate it. But people do like it. I know people who like it.
Is the Harley Quinn movie the one where she fucks Nightwing?
Yeah, and it wasn't. Okay. And my problem wasn't that it just wasn't good. I mean. And it wasn't good. They turned her into, like, look, I understand empowerment and all that stuff, but they turned her character into that she is a slut. Like,
that's what she's been for like a decade.
I guess, man. I didn't know that.
Like post the animated series. Come on.
I don't know. I didn't read any comics with her.
I didn't either. I'm just saying.
But Paul Dini writes her.
From like Arkham Asylum to whatever, like that fucking TV show they put out. That's like lol, so random.
God, that show fucking that's the thing. Like that show, I hate it, but I can't tell other people to not watch it because it's like
because it like I assume I'd hate it. My buddies Craig and Zach love it, and I'm like, you know what, good on you.
Yeah, Jay loves it, and I just don't. It's that it's basically what you said. It's that lol random fucking dialogue that has like I don't like dialogue that doesn't further the plot. Like I understand having like I want moments of levity just like with anything else that I like. But at the same time, I don't need a 5-minute conversation about who's going to get what fucking Chinese food.
Right.
Like, and it's not jokes. Like that isn't a joke. It's a quirky conversation. Like no. It doesn't make these people feel like they're real to me.
Seinfeld did that, and Seinfeld's the greatest show ever made.
That may be true, but those people actually knew what they were doing, and those jokes were still written, I think.
Well, and also, You were allowed to make jokes back in the 90s.
That too.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, well, Seinfeld, he even had sex with a 17-year-old. So I mean, when he was 40, it's all good.
I'm fucking based. God, I wish I had the fucking Seinfeld fucking bass line. I just have this. Yeah.
I went to Howard Stern was making fun of him, but I'm gonna say what Howard Stern said to him in Seinfeld's voice. I had a candy bar on a string in Central Park. She came up, she grabbed the candy bar, I grabbed her ass.
When the fuck was this?
Howard Stern actually interviewed Jerry Seinfeld forever ago, asking him about his relationship with a girl who was 17 when he was 40. And was making fun
I know.
of him.
When was this? Because Howard Stern hasn't been funny in like a long time.
Oh, this had to be like in the late 90s.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, because he's definitely not funny anymore. And he hasn't, and last time I listened to him was probably 6 years ago. So I can't imagine he's gotten any funnier since 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Just imagine how funny we're going to be, though, man. We're going to be hysterical.
Oh, dude, we're going to be funny for fucking ever. Dude, I'm going to be forever. 85, riding around on a rascal scooter, not letting people get around me at the Amazon pickup center where we go to get our fucking gray cubes of bug meat. And I'm going to be like, boy, I tell you, I used to say the N-word all the time. It was so funny. The N-word being Nazi, of course.
Yeah. Nah, you won't make it that far because they're going to put you in a camp.
No, they'll shock me until my brain gets re-educated, as it were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and all that. And once they force feed me enough of the new Pizza Hut fucking deep dish vegetarian Impossible Meat pizza.
Oh god.
And I get so much estrogen that I grow ovaries. And,
You know what? What's funny that you mentioned that is that I've had this stomach thing. I haven't been able to go to the doctor yet because he's backed up with patients.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any red meat in the house because when I was making red meat with anything, it was usually like spicy or whatever. So I've just been eating chicken breast and pasta and eggs. I've been getting protein, but not like that good protein. And I was just always hungry, and I felt tired. And I told Christina she was going to go out food shopping, and I was like, get me steaks and ground beef. And she's like, what else do you want? I want more meat. Give me all the meat when you get out there. Bring me meat.
I thought you were about to tell me that these were like plant-based chicken breasts that you didn't realize you were eating.
No. They were This was just chicken breast. I don't buy that fucking prepackaged shit. I cook. Okay. I'm a horrible cook, but at least I cook. And I don't have any other choice besides the gluten-free pasta, which doesn't have soy in it, but it's not exactly it's a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
But and I was making Christina's buying the jars of like fettuccine Alfredo sauce. So I've been making that instead of the red sauce pasta. Anyway, finally got some steaks in me and I was like, "Oh my god, I feel full. I feel sated." This is what's been missing in my life for a month.
I feel
red
like
meat.
I feel like fucking. It's
true.
Your eyes turn red.
It's true.
You enter a fucking fugue state.
Yeah, I did. And I woke up in the middle of the street covered in blood.
Covered in blood. You look back. Christina's in the street too. Her asshole's just gaping. It's just going.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Sweet.
It was pretty sweet. No, but I just thought it was funny. I made me think of like vegetarians and vegans, and I'm just like, man, you don't know what you're missing. I understand it from a moral standpoint and all that stuff, but like,
I don't. Fuck them.
No, look, I'm gonna be. I want to try. Like I said, as much as I don't believe anything anymore, I still want to try to stay positive and empathetic towards people. But
no, I literally posted today the attitude I'm bringing in 2021 is that picture of Peach of Daisy.
Yeah,
going,
don't you want to go
tired of being nice?
Shit?
Don't you just want to go fucking ape shit? Fucking cheap ass gamer tweeted today like, re-gifting is free via your friends if you have something they want that you don't want. And I literally tweeted at them and went, God, fucking shut up.
That's ridiculous.
Tell me when Hades is on sale or shut the fuck up. I don't care.
That's why I saw people complaining. Like about, I think it was celebrities complaining like, don't tell me to keep my fucking opinions to myself. And I'm just thinking like, no, your job is to act and I don't want to know anything about your fucking personal life. Fuck you. I don't give a
If you
fuck.
don't- if you have a blue
Your
check
opinions literally lead dumb people to do the worst shit ever. So fuck off.
If you have a blue check mark
Yeah.
in your fucking thing,
Oh,
your
your opinion means
opinion is
nothing.
worth less than the fucking dirt that you would write it on after I beat you fucking senseless with a pipe.
And let's be fair, their opinions mean just as much as anybody with a fucking anime avatar too. I mean, I don't care
No,
about
my
anyone's fucking
opinions are
opinion.
better because I'm not fucking children in Hollywood.
You're not. Are you saying that you're not a physical child in Hollywood, or that you're not actually having sex with children?
I'm not actually having sex with children like all the blue check marks. Not in Hollywood anyway. Having sex with them here. I saw.
Oh, okay. Well, good. There's a time and place for everything, and what the fuck? Oh my god, this
What?
fucking picture. It's a side by side of Ellen DeGeneres. Like, I can be your angle or your. I see. It's Ellen DeGeneres versus Ellen DeGenerate. Oh, they have BLM in their fucking profile, but that's a funny picture.
Did we even talk about how Elliot Page is a fucking manlet?
No, I just like that now that she has to give up. She has to give up any goodwill she gained by being fake, and now she's a part of the privileged set, just like all us other white males.
I'm gonna punch her in the fucking gooch at Ryan's kegger this weekend. It's gonna be great.
She's gonna be there.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna fucking slap her dumbass flat deflated titties.
Remember when her coming out as a lesbian destroyed an entire community?
Did it? I don't remember that. I just thought, wow, okay.
Well, how he had that friend. I'm talking about when that person was talking about how they came out, and then we all dogpiled the thread on Facebook saying, because it was like a joke about, take that, straight white men. Now you can't imagine having sex with Ellen Page because she's a lesbian. And we all said, now we're going to imagine fucking her even more and fucking other women.
I legitimately don't remember that, which I think goes to show how unimportant those people are to me now.
Okay, good. No, that's good. Yeah. I just thought it was funny.
Also, in Ether server, we were watching videos of that chick that the only thing you probably have seen her. She's that Scottish chick with like platinum blonde hair, and she kind of looks like a tomboy. And she was reading comments, and it's just like, wow, I really want to fuck you in the ass. And then the next comment was like, actually, just kidding. I found out you're a chick.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Her videos are actually kind of funny. She fucking did a video where she watched the trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog, like the original design that they were going to use in the movie, and she's like, wow, finally some representation for me. He's got those really fucked up looking eyes and that dumb pointy nose. He looks terrible. Finally, some representation for me in movies. And then she like sits down to watch the second trailer, and it's the redesign, and she's just like sad the whole time. She has like a cardboard fucking cutout of the original Sonic design that like she printed out on multiple pieces of printer paper and then taped together behind her. It was fucking funny.
I don't watch women.
I don't either. I watched 2 movies, neither of which had women in them.
Ooh, tell me more.
Yeah. One was Johnny Mnemonic.
Oh my god.
Which was because Amazon recommended it. I'm like, all right, Cyberpunk just came out. Let's see. And wow, that movie takes place in 2021 when mega corporations own fucking everything. And there's some other like weird parallels to it. Oh yeah, because there's like one of the first scenes is like him walking through a giant fucking street riot in fucking Beijing. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I watched that movie for the first time a couple of years ago, and I just thought it was kind of funny and crappy, but maybe I should watch it now.
I want room service. I want the club sandwich with the ice cold beer, and I want a $10,000 night hooker.
Oh, now you're talking about Demolition Man.
No, that's Johnny Mnemonic.
Oh. Well, that's funny. See, I don't remember it too well.
He like freaks out because he's like trying to find where Ice-T lives in the Junker fucking town.
Oh yeah.
And then he freaks the fuck out, and then like whatever the chick's name is like, oh, it's okay. I'm sorry you don't have your room service and your club sandwich.
Oh yeah, I vaguely remember that now.
Yeah, it's like the one part of that movie that sticks out to me because it's really fucking weird. Dolph Lundgren's great in that fucking movie.
Oh, I even forgot he was in it.
As the street preacher.
Oh yeah. Yeah. See, no,
He's like dressed as a fucking monk, but he's like insane. He's got a knife. It's got a cross, a crucifix on the other end.
Oh,
yeah,
I think I remember seeing that because I said I wonder if they based the priest in Helsing off of him.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. That's a dumbass movie, but I enjoyed it
I
for like
have
what
it.
it was.
I might watch it again actually because I don't
You
think Christina
should.
watched it.
It's great. It's like when he's like trying to courier data in his fucking head, and he's got to double his storage capacity, and the thing's like, you can now carry 160 gigabytes, and it's like, woo, big spender.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I have like
Got as
I
much
have like
memory
a
in him
6
as a
terabyte.
fucking Generation 1 PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's all right. Keanu Reeves is weird in it.
Yes.
Not like he normally is.
No, he's weirder.
I guess, yeah, but it's just a weird parallel with that movie. Like, I'm sure Amazon is recommending it to people because Cyberpunk came out, but again, watch it now with all the stuff that's going on. You'll be like, okay, that's it's hitting a little close to home in a certain few places, but all right.
Well, that's
also,
like when I watched Christina and I watched oh shit, what was it called? That Stephen King TV series, the miniseries.
11 whatever, the Kennedy assassination one, right?
No, the old one. The last, no, not the Last Stand. Oh, the Stand. Had a lot of strange parallels because it's like it's a pandemic that kills nearly everybody on the planet and all this kind of stuff.
Oh.
There's riots.
Yeah, I liken COVID more to the Langoliers.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Scaring the little girl?
Yeah. I also like the Nostalgia Critic. Please tell me you saw that picture where it's like, black guy, woman, I found an irregularity. Get in here.
I've seen that before, and I completely agree.
God. Well, it reminds me of when I called him Blackie and the Girl.
Oh, yeah. Fucking, and also, when I saw that scene of Wonder Woman running, I turned to Christine and I said, oh, it's like Linkara running. So I said that right when it came out.
Nice. You could have made the meme, but
I
didn't.
could have, and I didn't, man. No one would have seen it.
I actually did. No, there's a woman in this for about 4 seconds. The Lighthouse.
Oh, I want to see that. Don't say anything about it. But is it good? I heard it's good.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you will, but I liked it. Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe are great. Willem Dafoe is fucking shit.
Oh yeah, I mean he's great.
But that's why I did that post today, where because there's a line in the movie who's like, "Bad luck to kill a seabird." So I just took a picture of him for that movie. And it's bad luck to beat off to your own lewd art.
Oh no.
Because I just imagine like no one who draws this shit actually beats off to it, right? Like if you do, you have to be cursed.
I don't know.
Like there's no way anyone who spends that much time on a piece of art is then like, all right, unzips pants, like let's go. It's like, no, if you did that's basically like committing incest. Like that's fucking your own mom. Like don't do that.
Oh, I guess I never. Well, I mean, I don't draw.
That's how I view it anyway. I'm like,
that makes sense to me.
No, that's not something I'd ever want to do.
Makes logic. I mean, it makes logical sense to me. I'm not even kidding. You're basically birthing something. So yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, exactly. Look, I want to fuck Moxie just as long as someone else draws her. Just as long as she's covered in someone else's placenta.
Ooh.
Yeah. What the fuck else did I experience? Oh, speaking of Mega, I was gonna bring this up way earlier. Speaking of Mega 64, Ether never seen the Aquabat Super Show.
I don't particularly like it, but I did watch the one they were in.
There are a few, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry. I watched the commercials that they made, and I watched the one where they were like basically the Men in Black or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we got to that one yet, but I was showing him that because he also doesn't know what Homestar Runner is. Because there's a part, because Matt Chapman, or at least either both of the Chapman brothers or one of them worked on that fucking show. So there's just there's an episode of the Aquabat Super Show where the villain is just literally Strong Bad. It's a guy in a Strong Bad mask talking exactly like Strong Bad, but says his name is Carl. But it's fucking Strong Bad. I think he even wears the boxing gloves.
I never particularly liked Homestuck either. I mean, Homestar.
How fucking dare you?
I just didn't. It's
no, you called it Homestuck.
Sorry, I meant to say Homestar.
God, I don't care if you don't like Homestar Runner. Corey doesn't like Homestar Runner, and I haven't beaten her to death for it yet.
The only one I really did like though that I saw was the him doing the emails because it's
that's
just
what
funny.
that's like what most people ended up liking.
Yeah.
Was the fucking Speemails. Yeah, I don't fucking know what else I experienced that's worth even talking about. I tell you I was playing Vermintide with those guys.
Wait, what's that?
It's a Warhammer game. It's basically Left 4 Dead, but Warhammer.
Oh Christ! Oh! I think Oni played that.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it.
I've watched a lot of them. I actually really like them. I hope I don't not like them someday.
Oni seems too baked into the Newgrounds crowd to ever fucking change his ways.
You mean
but
like?
Again, I thought the same thing about Ego Raptor. So who knows?
Oh my god! Well, they made fun of him. So that was great.
I think like one Oni seems genuine in his sense of humor that he probably wouldn't abandon it for popularity, but also Aaron doing that shit beforehand and having Oni make fun of him seems like a cautionary tale.
Mm-hmm.
He's too self-aware to like fall into that same trap, but I don't fucking know.
Well, I just think it's funny because it's like Oni, like they'll make the kind of jokes they want to make. They don't seem to double guess themselves, but because of how draconian fucking, if that's the right word, YouTube is, they have to like bleep and censor themselves or they can't. I mean, they're trying to make money, so I mean they can't.
Yeah.
So it sucks, but at the same time, you know what they're saying. They're just bleeping things, so it's you still get the joke. I just didn't like those other two guys, Julian and
Ding Dong. I thought I was gonna miss them, but then now I'm used to fucking Psychic Pebbles and Lyle.
I listened to a compilation of them. It was like a story time compilation, and when they're telling stories, they're actually funny. But when but most of the time they would just be like, I think it was Julian. Julian would repeat whatever Chris said.
Yeah.
And then Ding Dong would just say, he would do the hypotheticals, and I'm like, this isn't funny.
Yeah, I think I was only thinking I'd miss them because I was used to them, but then I forgot like fucking Zach and those guys would probably have better synergy with Oni because they've been working together for fucking years.
It's funny how I used to hate Zach because I thought he was.
I remember. Trust me.
I thought he was putting out a voice. I thought it was a joke.
No, he's just got a fucked up nose or something. I don't know.
He's got a giant nose. He's a goblin.
I'm pretty sure he's Jewish.
No, I don't. He's not Jewish. I don't think the other guy is.
No, I know Tomar is, but I know Zach's last name. It might be Jewish.
It's Zakuba Tomar.
Oh yeah, of course.
His Trump impression is so fucking spot on.
Dude, that makes me laugh every fucking time I watch that video.
I've watched that
without fail.
I watched that one like a few dozen times just because it's so goddamn funny.
Especially he gets the fucking like breathing perfect, like where I don't hear anyone else do that, like the sharp inhales, like.
And the whole part with Linkara, and the whole crowd starts beating the shit. Get him out of here!
Son of a bitch!
Yeah. Don't talk about me, you son of a... And he sounds just like Linkara, too. Jesus Christ.
I mean, less so than Zach sounding like Trump, but...
Yeah,
like,
but it works.
Yeah. Like, it's cartoony enough. It's the same way that when you want to do a Nostalgia Critic, all you have to do is just start out low and then start shrieking!
Yeah. But so far, so I've been watching them play Cyberpunk 2077, and every time I watch them play, it makes me not want to play that game ever.
I gotta find that highlight stream they put out of Oni playing Final Fantasy VII Remake with his girlfriend, because I know he loves Final Fantasy VII, and I was thinking about Remake again the other day, and I'm like, God, I have so many mixed thoughts about that fucking game. Like, I liked it, but God, do I wish there was a lot different about it.
What, do you not like it because it's not the exact same game as the original?
No, at first I didn't, and now I like it for the idea that it has the ability to go somewhere different, but it's the execution of certain things where like, oh, here's this big horrible fucking, I guess spoilers if you've never played Final Fantasy VII or Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I guess Like this fucking big emotional scene where the Sector 7 plate falls and crushes a bunch of people and they all die. And then you just see a fucking cartoon cat walk out on screen and like bang his fist on the ground and like basically screaming to the heavens like no. And it's like if you don't know that that's Kate Sith, if you've never played Final Fantasy 7 and don't know that that's Kate Sith, you're going to go like why the fuck is Felix the cat in this emotionally charged scene? What the hell? Or like when Cloud is a sudden flashback to Tifa just wearing a cowboy hat, holding a samurai sword, and then it's never explained in this remake. Like that's a whole thing that happened. That like that's gonna be the first fucking thing that happens in the fucking second part of the remake, whenever the fuck they get around to it, or it should be, because they go to this other town called Calm, and then they ask Cloud like, "What's the deal with Sephiroth?" And then there's this giant fucking flashback that explains like what Sephiroth's deal is and like why he went nuts and like some shit that would happen with like Cloud and Tifa in the past. But like they reference that shit in the remake just a little bit for fan service, but then they don't bother explaining it, which is also kind of dumb because it kind of sets up why Sephiroth is the bad guy as opposed to this remake, which I guess I don't even think they explain it in the remake. It's just like, Sephiroth's the bad guy already because this game has existed for 20 fucking years.
Isn't he just a mama's boy?
Well, in the sense that he thinks his mom is a giant fucking like alien life form called Genova that came to the planet thousands of fucking years ago, and he was infused with this fucking energy from the life stream of the planet. It's fucking confusing, but like it at least explains why because he started out as just a normal guy, and then he reads up about like the history of the soldier program and like what they did to those guys, and then he kind of fucking loses it. But they don't ever, I think, explain that in the remake.
She got blackpilled just like us.
Because they put a final boss fight with him in the remake, like where it wouldn't be in the original game. And I get why they did it for this one, because this is now like a fucking 40-hour game. So it would make sense that you'd want to have some cool closure, but it's also like, but I don't know, like I think if I'm right and they don't explain why Sephiroth is a fucking nut job in the remake, then anyone who's playing this as their first piece of Final Fantasy VII media is going like, okay, I'm fighting this guy because I guess I'm supposed to, because I already know he's the bad guy because I've existed on this earth for this long. But, but why? I don't know. The game's fun. It's just, it's this weird thing where it's like, they want to have their fan service for like the old fans, but they also want to like act like it's a new fucking thing that like someone can just jump right into, and you kind of can't. Like there are parts of that game that really expect you to have already played the original to kind of get the context as to why things are happening that they don't explain, or like shit that's just different and they play it up. But like if you don't know it's different, then you don't know what the fuck's going on. There's a part near the end where Barrett gets stabbed by Sephiroth, but then like the fates decide he's not going to die because it's not supposed to be his time, referencing like the original game. So it's like, okay, but if you didn't play FF7 and you don't know that Barrett isn't supposed to get stabbed at any point, then that's going to be weird, right? But whatever. Fucking, I don't know. It's Tetsuya Nomura. This is the guy who decided to make a fucking series where you have to play one game and then a Game Boy Advance spinoff and then another game and then about 18 other fucking games on 300 other fucking platforms owned all by separate companies. And then you can play the third one.
I saw that they actually started making a manga of Kingdom Hearts 3, and I was like considering picking that up, and I was like, but they never even finished, like they stopped production of the second one.
Just watch fucking the guy who used to edit Game Grumps videos, Barry Kramer.
I don't give a fuck at all.
No, shut up.
No, actually, not that. No, I don't give a fuck about Kingdom Hearts 3.
No, but that Barry Kramer guy put out a great fucking video explaining like the entire story, and he like explains it in such a confused tone, like as if you're experiencing it for the first time. It's great. It's funny. It's worth a watch. Kingdom Hearts is fucking dumb too. I love it despite how fucking dumb it is.
Yeah.
I got the platinum trophy for Kingdom Hearts 3 despite kind of finding it largely underwhelming. At least compared to Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2 is the fucking pinnacle of that franchise. No, like hands down.
I liked one more, but yeah.
1 is just a little clunky. I like 1 as a standalone.
Oh no.
thing.
The second one plays better. I just like the story better in 1.
Well, because as a standalone product, you're like, oh, this isn't fucking retarded.
Yeah.
It's just a boy trying to get home, and then
Yeah.
they had to throw in all this other shit. Like, actually, there's like 7 Soras, and there's these other people that came to the island 10 fucking years ago and gave their souls to Kairi and Riku and Sora, and their master's a guy named Xehanort, and there's also 13 other guys named Xehanort throughout fucking time or whatever. It's fucking God.
Yeah, I liked it better when it was Winnie the Pooh and Darkness is the Heart's true essence.
When it was glorious leaders Xi Jinping and Darkness.
I cried when I saw Winnie the Pooh. I clapped and I cried.
Oh, because you recognized it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
can we talk about Mandalorian? Do you care? Are you ever gonna watch it?
No.
Okay, like, I think anybody who cares about that show has probably watched it already, or at least knows what happens at the very end. I just want to talk about when Luke Skywalker shows up at the end of the last episode.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that.
Oh, okay. Well, spoilers. Sorry if anybody hasn't watched
I don't
it.
care.
No, but he shows up at the end. And
Is it like, did they age Luke down or whatever?
No, they used it's a CG face, and what's crazy about it is that, like, so I watched the episode. Usually Christina and I watch the episodes together, but we watch them on Saturday. And actually, people have been doing a great job, or at least the people I follow. They have not spoiled the show. But since this was the season finale and that happened, I was seeing some things actually from Jay Bauman from Red Letter Media. He didn't say who showed up at the end, but he talked about Dr. Sleep and how they hired different actors to play the roles of the 2 characters in the first movie to reprise those characters. They didn't do a CG version of both of those actors. They just got like kind of lookalikes. And he was saying how, hey, remember when Dr. Sleep did this and they didn't use a horrible Frankenstein CG machination of a character? And I was like, oh, wait, someone important's going to show up in this then. So I had to watch it because I was like, no, someone's going to spoil this. So I had already seen it. And then when I was watching Christina, she had the same reaction as me. When Luke takes his hood down, his robe hood down, and he's not talking or anything yet, it looks so fucking real. Like, it looks like it's him from Return of the Jedi. But, when he starts talking, then you can kind of see how the face is floating around on the head. Not as bad as the genie, Will Smith's the genie or anything.
Oh my God!
But like, it's.
How about a Sprite cranberry?
I would like one. No,
it's rewind time.
Yeah, but
I love how I did the Sprite cranberry thing, and that's not even him.
No.
Who was that? Was that
some
LeBron?
Basketball player? I don't care. But it's
like I thought you were about to say some basketball N-word.
No, I did not, because I am not like you. I don't have the N-word pass.
We were talking about how the one gay guy in our PSN chat, I'm friends with him loosely, so I basically have the F slur pass and I have the N-word pass. So I'm basically invincible.
That's pretty cool.
And I could pass for Jewish, which means I'm like extra invincible.
Hey, I'm Jewish. You can have the K-word pass.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I think it counts. I mean, I'm Jewish by blood.
China's probably already got my fucking biometrics because of the fucking at work we have a fucking face scanner that reads your fucking temperature that you're supposed to use before you go into work.
They have it.
So they have my fucking biometrics already. I might as well get the fucking DNA test and see if that I'm like 0.4% Jewish, so I can finally like be free of getting in trouble ever again.
Ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks because I have the blood but none of the training, so I can't like get like discounts or that kind of stuff. It sucks. But,
well, you just hate money.
I love money.
No. I meant like before, like when we did the podcast, and you'd always be like, "Don't give us money."
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, exactly. Because I don't have any of the training.
You're not a grifter, is what I should say.
Yeah, I'm not.
So yeah, you really are like the nega Jew.
The nega Jew. My relationship with money is the same as Adam Sandler in The Wedding Singer. I like money. I'd like to have more money. I put some money aside. Anyway. Yeah, what the fuck? Oh yeah, but anyway, it was great when he showed up. I thought it was cool. I clapped when I saw Luke Skywalker. But I didn't get emotional because Luke Skywalker showed up. I think Kevin Smith did because he's a fucking faggot. But
Yeah, Kevin Smith is actually the guy that cried at the Rise of Skywalker trailer in that video.
is that true?
Yeah, he's seen some hard fucking times. He like shaved his whole fucking beard off. He's mostly bald now.
Okay. No, but I got a little emotional when Grogu or Gugan, whatever the fucking kid's name is, and
Wow, you really must have gotten emotional for this character whose name you can't even fucking remember.
I think it's Grogu. It's just such a stupid name. I can't remember his name. And they only say you only find out his name like the last couple episodes of the season, and they only say it a few times. But when
Baby Yoda, just say that.
Yeah, when they were doing their goodbyes with Mando, I was like, no, because Mando cried. I was like, no.
Did Luke Skywalker turn and look directly into the camera and say, "Fuck you, The Last Jedi was good"? And then the camera pans to show Rian Johnson holding a gun to fucking Mark Hamill's face.
He did. That's what happened. Now it was great when because so they're about to have this crazy showdown with a bunch of dark stormtroopers that are robots, and you're like, well, of course they're gonna get out of this, but how? And one X-wing comes flying towards the Star Cruiser or whatever it's called.
And it's Rose Tico, and she's like,
it was.
She blows it, and she doesn't even die because her whole body is so fat that it actually cushioned her body from disintegrating.
She ejected from the X-wing and crashed right through the window.
I literally pictured a gumdrop shaped woman with a Chinese eyes just flying out of an X-wing.
It sucks because it's like when you were saying all that stuff. Like I've seen the actress, like.
No, she's fine. It's easy to make fun of because they had a way hotter Asian chick at the beginning of that movie as her sister, and I'm like, man, come on.
But nothing would have saved that movie or her character, no matter who was playing it. But like, they really fugged her up for that role because she's not a bad looking woman.
They gave her like the weird Betty Boop curls on the side of her head.
They really fucked her up. But anyway, she's making more money than we ever will just off of that one movie.
Yeah, but she quit Twitter because of bullying. So really, who's the king now, bitch?
We are the king.
We use the royal we.
Yeah. Anyway, we were watching Luke Skywalker. No, but it's badass because like you see like it's just an X-wing, and they're like, oh, it's an X-wing, and one chick goes, oh wow, one X-wing, we're saved. And so it lands, and I'm like, wait, this is like the end of the episode. I'm like, wait a minute, who is that? I'm like. And I'm trying to think of who they would CG up.
And it was Greedo, and he said McClunky.
Someone does say McClunky in this episode.
Fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not. But it's used like so quickly that I'm not even really sure if they said McClunky. I'm pretty sure they said McClunky.
I want McClunky to be the new Wilhelm scream.
McClunky? No, but he fucking... So they don't show who it is, but he's got robes on. And I'm like, oh my God, is that Luke? Like, it has to be. Actually, at first I thought it was Ahsoka. Because I'm like, oh, it's got to be a Jedi. Because the only way they're gonna, because the one guy starts, like, he's like really scared. And I'm like, oh, it must be a Jedi or something. And then they show from the back, and he's got a green lightsaber, and he's got a gloved hand, and the other hand isn't gloved. I'm like, oh my God, it's Luke Skywalker. It has to be Luke Skywalker. And he's totally kicking ass, and like Grogu's like got his hand.
I don't think any other character could be just to be like, wouldn't it be funny if it was this guy instead?
Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, sure, why not? Easy joke, but fucking it's Watto. I'm gonna take your baby and I'm gonna fuck him back at my
Grogu. But it's just like he's totally kicking ass, and Grogu's got his hand on the monitor watching it, and I turned to Christina, I was like, Daddy's home, because he's so cool. It was just cool seeing him kicking ass because the movie sucked. Those new movies are fucking so bad. Like,
aren't they like not canon anymore?
Apparently. I don't care if they are or they're not, because I just don't give a shit.
No, I don't either, but that's just poetic justice.
Oh, no. If they actually officially make them non-canon, I'll laugh until I die. But like, because they're so useless. And what makes them so useless is after watching, what makes the prequels useless too. Like let's credit where credit is due. Watching the Clone Wars cartoon, and then watching the Rebels cartoon, and then watching this Mandalorian show, it's just, if they had just gotten the right people to do these fucking movies, they would have been fine. And I don't understand what they were doing.
It's Disney taking over the fucking franchise. It's fucking making the movie by committee.
I know, but I mean, but
like
they,
it's them taking like, oh, we have Star Wars now without understanding why anyone likes fucking Star Wars.
yeah, and like granted, I watched Clone Wars after I watched the first season of Mandalorian because I found out it was some of the same creators. So I was like, well, shit, this show is great. Maybe I should watch these shows. 'Cause I wouldn't have probably normally.
Yeah. And there is definitely a layer of like they got the right people because clearly with the Mandalorian they got fucking people who would care enough to put the time and effort into making something Star Wars related that doesn't suck balls in the year of our Lord 2020. But like, I don't think they would give that same freedom to someone making one of the main movies.
I guess not.
Especially not one of the main episodes. You know what I mean? Because like they fucking kicked Phil Lord and Chris Miller off of Solo.
Yeah.
The Clone High guys, the Lego Movie guys, the
Yeah.
21 Jump Street guys. Like, oh, okay, that was just a guaranteed slam dunk. That movie could have the most boring story or whatever, but they would fix it in writing. I guarantee it.
Yeah, it would have been a lot
They made
better.
a fucking good movie out of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, for Christ's sake.
That's a good movie.
Yes. So that's what I mean. It's like, oh, okay, so we just don't care. We're Disney and we don't care whether or not this... It's the same thing with the fucking Marvel shit. Fucking Edgar Wright was going to direct Ant-Man.
Who's Edgar
And then
Wright?
he got kicked off the... fucking Scott Pilgrim, Shaun of the Dead.
Right.
If he directed Ant-Man, that probably would have been a way different fucking movie.
Although I did like Ant-Man.
It was all right, yeah.
I
don't
like the
remember a
second one. The
goddamn
second
thing
one
about
bored
it
the
except
crap
the
out of
gay
me.
actor Michael Douglas is in it, but other than that.
Hmm.
And I want to fuck that one chick that plays the Wasp.
Oh, absolutely.
Fucking yeah, it's like no, Disney's just making movies by committee now. It's just what's popular, what works, what is the safest, most
I thought you were about to say what's poppin'.
Shit. What?
I thought you were about to say what's poppin'.
Yeah, guys, what's poppin'? Hey, what's up? It's Disney. We're cool again. We had Pixar make a black movie. We're good.
We mandated Pixar make a black jazz movie.
I had to stop myself from tweeting at somebody where it goes like, "Oh my god, the first black person in a movie. This is just as exciting as the last time there was the first black person in a movie."
Oh, I haven't seen any tweets like that, thank Christ.
No, I know, but I'm just like I guess it's new for Pixar technically, but who the fuck cares?
Woody was black.
He was black. He was Hindu. They burned the Hindu guy right in his fucking forehead in the first movie. Sid fucking converted that faggot cowboy. Fucking Christ, I hate life right now.
Let's say we wrap it up because I'm getting pretty hungry.
Yeah, and Seth just dropped a new fucking video that I have to watch like 3 minutes ago.
Oh, his videos are so long. Like, I want to watch his videos, but they're so fucking long.
And they're so dense. There's so much
They
in every
really are. They're great, though. Like, don't get me wrong. That guy's... Oh, wait. Oh, Seth. Oh, I thought you were talking about the other guy with the...
Hey, people? Seth here.
Yeah, my bad. I thought you were talking about the guy with the rubber gloves.
Clemps. Clemps' videos are good too. No, by the way, real quick, speaking of Star Wars prequel or sequel trilogy and YouTubers that are great, that's why I went on YouTube to find this guy. There is a YouTuber that I found that is, it's one of those times where I actually find a fucking YouTube channel that makes good fucking shit and like isn't afraid to tell. Okay, I'll explain. I have to find this guy's names first though, so I can explain it. Because the gimmick looks dumb when you see it in the thumbnail, but then I watched like his Captain Marvel review. I'm like, all right, this guy's good. Where is it? Voxus Productions. There's a series called Smack Talk where he does it as like a British man that's a puppet. That sounds gay.
Oh, no.
What?
I hate watching puppets.
No, I know. It sounds gay, but I watched his Captain Marvel review, and there was one joke where he was saying how like, oh, and her plane's name was the Avengers, so that's why they decided to call it the Avengers. It's probably good that she didn't have a name from like one of the World War II planes, and it just shows what the plane that says "Big Nigger" on the side, and then he goes and makes the fucking like Avengers theme play over text that says "Marvel presents Big Niggers."
Wait, what's his name again?
Voxus Productions. I swear, you'd think the gimmick was bad based on the thumbnails, but like, God, his videos are actually great. He tells good jokes, and I'm like, all right, that's all I'm asking for at this fucking point.
I guess I could watch his Mulan review.
Yeah, that one was good. I
Oh
liked
wait,
it.
Jurassic World. Does he make fun of Jurassic World?
Oh, fuck
Because I
yeah.
hate those fucking movies.
Yeah, fuck yeah. He makes fun of both of them, I think, in the same video.
Good.
He talks about how like the end of the fucking second Jurassic World movie is like a completely different fucking movie where it's like, yeah, it's just like a slasher movie where it's a fucking velociraptor in a mansion.
Which I actually liked, but they didn't do
No,
enough with it.
I did too, but yeah, just his
So that
videos
was
are good.
I said on the show before, I'm sure, but I tried watching that. I tried giving that movie a fair chance too, and I got to the first two like goofy main characters, side
Oh god,
characters,
yeah,
and I
fuck
went,
that.
"Fuck
Which is a
this."
shame too, because that's the dude from Detective Pikachu, and I'm like, yo, he can actually be okay when he's not super fucking annoying like he is in
Yeah.
this movie.
I didn't even know it was the same guy.
Yeah, because that's what I saw when I saw Detective Pikachu's trailer. I'm like, oh no, it's that kid from Jurassic World. God damn it! He's gonna spend the whole movie shrieking, and he only spent like 4 minutes of the movie shrieking.
Mm.
So yeah, yeah. Vox's Productions is good. Watch that guy's videos.
I tend not to watch guys who like rip on stuff as their whole shtick, though. So we'll see.
I mean, it is, but he tells good jokes, so that's all I'm asking
Yeah,
for.
we'll see. I mean, I'll see.
You know what? Maybe fuck you then.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep it positive.
I'm trying to keep positive vibes.
But I do. I know. I don't. But I really do.
I've got to find like a generator that makes that meme of Walter White fucking falling on the ground sad, or the one where it's Willem Dafoe like staring up at the sky. So I can put the caption like, leftists when it's 12:01 a.m. on January 1st, 2021, and everything isn't immediately better.
Yeah. Like if anything, it's gonna get worse.
Oh no, we're definitely in for another year of lockdown. Get ready. COVID-20, baby. I'm excited. Fuck it. I love staying at home. I love not going anywhere. Fuck it. Who wants to go on vacation? That shit's gay.
I went to a record store the other day. Oh wait, no, I already told you that.
Did you?
Did I?
I don't think you did.
Oh, yesterday I went to a new record store I found that was only 20 minutes away, and I didn't even know about.
Cool.
And I didn't know, but everything was half off. So I got like the first 3 Prince albums for like $15 each,
No shit.
or less than that. Because
You should come back and go to that other one with me again sometime. I had
hell
fun.
yeah. All right, what the fuck is this episode called? And what is the hell is the banner?
That's a great question. That's a good question.
Oh,
We may be able to locate the energy reading in the radar room. I gotta get that as a fucking sound drop.
no.
We'll find Dr. Wowie.
Yeah, what's
Let's see. I have Christmas, Mega 64, Suda 51, Glorious Leader, Xi Jinping, Wonder Woman, Young Justice, Stargirl, Johnny Mnemonic, The Lighthouse, Final Fantasy, and The Mandalorian.
I feel like I want to do something with Johnny Mnemonic.
Yeah. Trying to think of any scene in the fucking movie.
Well, the only one I can remember is when he's like getting the fucking brain upgrade storage.
It's just him in an elevator.
Maybe not then. I can't think of anything.
Hold on, I'm thinking. I'm racking my brain here. And of course, after that, I watched the Spoonie review of the Johnny Mnemonic FMV game.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Was he still funny?
I mean, yeah, it's humor from like 2008, so it's a little more subdued than what we're used to now.
Sure.
Which is to say, just people screaming.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Moki Christmas Show episode 3, which I'm assuming is coming out in the next few days.
What?
Palo. Oh, Moki.
Oh yeah.
It's my birthday.
Ah.
You don't sleep on Christmas. Okay. Yeah. What the fuck was I gonna say?
I guess we could do something Christmas themed.
No, but I was surprised at how different the FMV game is for Johnny Mnemonic compared to the movie. I thought it was just scenes from the movie. It's not. It's just completely different fucking actors.
Oh.
Like, the street preacher isn't Dolph Lundgren. It's a completely different fucking guy.
I don't know if I ever watched. Oh, I must have watched that one, but I must not have watched
It was the
that
first
much.
episode of FMV Hell. He spends like the first half of the episode just going over a bunch of different FMV games, and then he's like, and then there's Johnny Mnemonic, which he spends like the rest of the episode on.
Huh.
Yeah. I mean, it was interesting to go rewatch that shit. But You know?
I maintain that he used to be very funny.
No, he was. I used to love watching his shit before he went insane.
Well, no, because I went back and I tried watching.
He had lost it.
I went back and tried to watch an old episode of Nostalgia Critic, and I was like, how did I ever like this?
Yeah, well, we were younger.
No, I'm old. I was too old to think that shit was funny.
Because when I started watching Nostalgia Critic, I was in like my senior year of high school. So I was a dumb.
Yeah, I was fucking 28 or 26 or something. Or no, 24. 24, 25.
Probably, yeah, you would have been in your mid-20s if anything.
Yeah.
No, but it's like, I don't know. No, Spoonie was actually funny. I'm at least thinking, because like when I watched Demolition Man a few years ago, I fucking went and watched his fucking Demolition Man review too, just to sort of catch myself up.
Yeah.
Which that one does have Sly Stallone in it. And that's where he's like, hey, Puke Skywalker, use the Force. And there's like 2 separate videos of him saying that.
I love the...
you already said that.
I love the scene from that 70s show that people shared that was, oh, Luke Skywalker this, Luke Skywalker that. I'm sick of hearing about that little fruit.
Yeah, the dad.
Yeah, Red Foreman. Yeah. I was going to watch a couple episodes. I used to have the DVDs, but I traded them away because they were always streaming. I checked. They have been streaming for the last... Like, they took them off of every streaming service, like, in the last week or something. I was like, you motherfucker.
Yeah. Welcome to the future.
Kate wins because she's the one that's been hoarding all the physical media. She was correct.
Yeah.
I mean, so do I. I really didn't think I was going to watch that 70s show again.
No, it's the same thing with me. I would get rid of some games or some shit that I'd never play, and then it's just they're not available anymore at all. Yeah. It's like, well, fuck me, I guess. They can't take my season 2 box set of Community away from me yet, with the one scene where Ken Jeong has blackface. Yeah.
So when China finally takes over and they have the, I guess when that actually happens, I'll join the Equilibrium Police. And I'll take all of your media that I deem unfit.
Until you get handed a fucking puppy and you have a fucking breakdown because you're like, oh no, I don't want to kill this thing.
Yeah.
And a black guy makes you do it.
I mean, I'm already medicated, so I mean, we're already halfway there.
Yeah, but when are we going to stop taking the damn pills and do some sweet gun katas?
I mean, I think, you know what? I would trade my personal liberties to get trained in gun kata. I mean, come on, it's pretty cool.
I love how that movie is basically just 2112, the Rush song / album.
Okay, I'll have to listen to that song because I'm sure you're right.
They fucking locked away all the fucking music and shit.
I don't think I listened to that song.
And then a young boy finds a guitar and he's like, check out what I found. And they're like, fuck you. You can't have personal fucking freedom of expression. Fuck you.
Well, I mean, it's probably based off of the 1984 book because, I mean, Equilibrium is basically an action movie 1984.
Yeah. When the fuck no, I was going to say, when did 1984 come out? I thought it came out in 1984 because I have a cottage cheese. Because I was thinking, like, when did 2112 come out? I'm like, wait a minute.
That movie, the lead in that, I'm talking about the movie, but I'm sure the book was exactly the same. The guy was a cuck because he goes against the government because someone throws their pussy at him. Equilibrium, that guy's a fucking legend because he didn't want to kill a puppy.
Yeah, and he didn't have no pussy trying to fucking weigh him down.
No, there's no women in that movie. That's another great movie with no women. Actually,
we really should just start making more movies with less women because I'm really getting tired of it. There was a woman in about 4 fucking seconds of The Lighthouse, and I loved it.
Look, some of my favorite movies actually don't have women in them.
It's
not because of the women. It's not because of the women. It's really because I hate love stories and how useless women are in a love story plot.
Yes.
There's movies I love that have women lead characters because they're not involved in some stupid love story.
Just look at Demolition Man. He doesn't even have sex with Sandra Bullock, and it's probably his daughter anyway, so who cares?
Yeah, and Sandra Bullock's awesome in that movie. It's the only movie with her I like.
Great.
And obviously,
go back in time and fuck Demolition Man Sandra Bullock.
Oh God, would I? I would go back if I can go back in time and fuck anybody. It would be Madonna in the Papa Don't Preach music video.
Fuck. I'd probably fuck Julia Andrews, Mary Poppins era. Julia Andrews.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, or like Sound of Music era, Julie Andrews, whichever works. Whichever one she's fucking slightly younger in.
I would go back in time and fuck Marie Curie.
I would go back in time and fuck Joan of Arc.
I would go. Wait, if Joan of Arc actually looks like the Joan of Arc in Bill and Ted, then yes.
It doesn't.
Oh man. Wait, then I'd go back. Can I go back in time?
Like, whatever you're about to say.
Can I go back in time and fuck Joan of Arc from the Bill and Ted movie?
I would go back in time and fuck the uglier Merida from the movie The Croods.
Oh.
Do you remember that fucking movie?
Yeah, I tried watching it. It's fucking trash.
When DreamWorks was like, let's take Merida from Brave and make her even fucking more square-headed.
I would say I go back in time and fuck Elvira, but I'd fuck her now, so there's no real difference.
Yeah, she could still get it.
Mm. Not that any of these women would actually have sex with me.
I'd still fuck Julie Andrews right now.
Yeah.
Or at least a decade ago in like The Princess Diaries.
Yeah, why not?
And Anne Hathaway, while we're at it.
Why not both at the same time?
I'd fuck Ella Enchanted Anne Hathaway in a fucking heartbeat.
Ellen Enchanted is actually a good movie.
Yes, it is. That's why I said I have a dick like Ella Enchanted. It's pretty great, but it's sadly forgotten.
I watched that movie with my mom, and I'm not even really sure why. I guess
you were like, Mom, check out this girl I want to fuck.
No, I think she was the one who suggested we watch, and I was like, all right, because we usually just.
You could tell her to freeze, and she would freeze, and you'd be able to fuck her, and she wouldn't be able to do anything about it.
Wait, am I thinking of the right movie?
Yeah, she has to do everything she's told.
No, that's not the.
Are you thinking of The Princess Diaries?
No, I'm not thinking of either of those. Oh no, I'm not thinking. I'm thinking of the movie that was like it was like Cinderella, but in the real world.
The Hilary Duff one?
No. What the fuck?
Oh, Enchanted.
Yeah. I'm thinking of Enchanted.
That is a good movie, but Ella Enchanted slaps too.
I never saw that one. So
it's the one where Anne Hathaway has to do everything she's told.
Amy Adams. Oh, James Marsden. Isn't he the guy in Sonic?
Yes, he is the guy in Sonic. He's also the guy in Hop, which is the same fucking movie.
Yes. So, I didn't know the Oscars weren't going to be until June. So I guess because they want to actually.
Who fucking cares?
No, but I care because I was.
Out this year?
The only reason that's why I was like I wanted Sonic to sweep the fucking Oscars, but now they're postponing it. I guess so some other movies have a chance.
Does it matter? It was like the highest grossing movie of the year. It already won.
I like that.
We had a year without any fucking Disney movies, and Sonic the Hedgehog was the highest grossing movie of the year. That's a fucking win in my book.
I thought that movie was cute.
Except Christmas came and Eggman didn't come home.
I know.
He told us he'd be home by Christmas.
That fucking jerk. Well, he's a bad guy. He lies. Or maybe he is here, but he's keeping a low profile. Maybe he doesn't want anybody to know he's back yet.
So Shadow fucked his wife.
I tried watching that whole video. I found it, and I'm like, oh, this sucks. But
you probably would hate that shit.
Yeah, but the clip is funny. It was this big.
I like the one clip where he says, and then the prison island blows up, and he doesn't realize that's what actually happens in the game.
Oh.
whether that was genuine or not, it was funny.
Mm.
He's like, and then I'm going to blow up the island. They're like, wait, that actually happens in a second. He's like, what? No!
And then he peed in my
let's say that the banner... I'm going to piss on the moon!
Well, it has to be cum related. The name, at least.
Yeah. Cumder woman. Cum justice.
Oh, you're about to say young cum.
No. Jesus Christ, no. Johnny Cumonic.
That's what I was thinking earlier, and I was like, that sounds so stupid.
Jizzy.
Johnny Come Lately.
Johnny Come On Me.
Gary Come Home.
Johnny Mnemonic, more like Johnny the Sonic the Hedgehog.
No.
Could you imagine if Johnny Mnemonic had to courier a bunch of fucking data in his head and it was just 360 terabytes of Sonic the Hedgehog porn?
His head's like bursting at the seams.
Because that's the plot of the movie. He uploads way more than he's able to store, so he's like, I gotta get this shit out of my head or it's gonna kill me.
It's just one. It's that picture of Sonic's feet, but it's 320 terabytes large.
Oh shit! One of the guys that I follow, Gus Crawl, finally put out his husband slash wife of the year video.
What?
He had a poll where it was for video games of this year, which was the best husband and which was the best wife.
Oh.
And he just edited a video that's out now, I guess. I'm fucking retweeting that, whether it's good or bad. His videos are great. He does a video every year called the Trainwreck Awards, where he goes over like the top 10 most fucked up things in the video game industry. I think last year, the fact that Stadia existed was like his number one. He's like, you probably already forgot about it. But I didn't. And then he just starts playing the Stadia commercial. I love dunking on the Stadia, where it's just like, God, someone left a Reddit post or a tweet or something where it's just like, God, they're still putting out games for this console that has 12 owners. And someone's like, hey, shut up. The Stadia is great. And it's like, oh no, I pissed off Stadia owner number 9.
I didn't even know it was a thing until it failed. I didn't even know about the fucking thing.
It's the spiritual successor to the Ouya.
I know. And then next will be the KF console. The KFC console.
Yeah, I can't believe that fucking shit.
I watched one guy's video. He's a guy I don't usually watch, but he's the only one who's actually had a video about it. No.
He was like, oh my God. And then he starts crying because he wants to eat fried chicken and play video games.
No, like, the guy, nobody has any real information about this, but I think his guess made the most sense to me, that they're probably going to make like 10 of these and they're going to give them away for like contest winners. Because like it's going to cost like $4,000 or something.
I mean, my face when my computer is already set to do all the shit that thing does, including fried chicken.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that the name of the episode? My face went fried chicken?
Shut up. No, it's Johnny Come On Me.
No, that's stupid.
I don't know. Fucking Cumvid-19.
I'm dreaming of a cum Christmas.
I'm dreaming of a cummy Christmas. What are other Christmas songs? Come, Carol of the Cum.
Come All Ye Faithful.
Carol of the Balls.
What about Come All Ye Faithful?
Come All Ye Faithful. Okay, yeah, fuck it. That's great. And then the banner is just us from the lighthouse, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, it can be.
There's a shot right at the beginning of the lighthouse where it's just Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson staring directly into the fucking camera as a bunch of salty sea dogs.
Yeah, well, I guess why not? Because, I mean, we hardly talked about it, but why not?
Yeah. I mean, because I can't think of a good enough scene from Johnny Mnemonic to use.
Yeah, me neither.
Unless you want me to be the fucking street preacher, Dolph Lundgren, and then you could be Johnny Mnemonic or whatever.
Nah.
Or I could be Johnny Mnemonic with a giant inflamed fucking head full of Sonic the Hedgehog porn.
I mean, that would be funny. If you can do that, you should.
Mitch is Johnny Mnemonic with an engorged head. With an engorged head filled with Sonic porn. Matt is the street preacher choking him to death? I don't know.
No, I was thinking I should be something else, not Johnny Mnemonic related. There's something Fallout or like Star Wars related.
Why Fallout?
Because I've been playing Fallout New Vegas. Oh, I thought I talked about it. No, I guess I didn't. Never mind.
No. What about Cyberpunk? We could be two guys with big tits and dicks.
Yeah. Why don't we like we're like A-posing on top of a motorcycle with no pants on? Because that actually happens.
I know. Oh. Matt and Mitch are T-posing on top of motorcycles. I hate drawing.
No, one motorcycle, just one.
Oh, on top of one motorcycle. With no pants. Mitch is upside down for some reason. The skybox is glitching out.
The skybox is Johnny Mnemonic.
Oh my fucking! The skybox is Johnny Mnemonic. It works too
Yeah,
because the guy who's in the game.
it's like poetry. It rhymes.
It's like it's like a painting. There's just so much going on in every frame. Every shot is so much going on. Fuck you, Rick Bakeman.
No, that's not. What's that with Rooks? I say that all the time because when I've been watching a few episodes of Deep Space Nine and Rick, it's Rick something produced that show, and every time in my mind I go, what is it with Rooks?
Fuck. And then is Turbo fourth Tojo Dragon?
Yes.
Okay, because he just sent me the clip from Johnny Mnemonic where he's like, I need a computer.
Oh, yeah. I might watch that right fucking now because I do have it.
I actually do. You should watch. It's worth watching. But I also have to go because the one thing we do in Ether's server is we've been going on 4chan's Flashboard every day and watching all the flashes because it's gonna die in 3 fucking days.
Oh no.
We've been watching we've been doing this every day since like November, and I got some fucking top tier flashes in my folder now.